Welcome to Self-Sufficient. Responding to gaslighting. Ashley McMahon, licensed professional counselor at Mindful Living Therapy, says gaslighting commonly occurs in power differentials, therefore responding to it may be dangerous. Advocating to a gaslighter by simply establishing your boundaries is safest and most successful. If you feel unsafe or overwhelmed, don't talk, leave the conversation. If you answer, McMahon suggests being brief and direct. Respond calmly. To compose yourself, take a few deep breaths. If the gaslighter has done this previously or continues to manipulate you, it may be best to ignore them. If you're with someone who's attempting to control you and wants to win at any cost, you'll always be at a disadvantage in an argument, says Begnar. McMahon suggests having a support structure to boost self-confidence before and after confronting the gaslighter. How you react depends on the gaslighting and the perpetrator. Romantic gaslighting. In intimate relationships, Begnar argues gaslighting is prevalent when one person wants to manipulate the other. Declare your partner says you're being dramatic when you say you're not getting your emotional needs addressed in the relationship. Respond, I feel unheard right now, and it's incredibly crucial for me to be understood in our relationship. If your partner keeps gaslighting and manipulating you, it may be time to go. Doctors gaslighting. Your doctor should care for you, but they may dismiss or doubt your symptoms. McMahon suggests saying you feel unheard. Say, I'm not feeling well, and you don't believe me. Can we investigate? If the supplier constantly mocks your experience, it's time to go on. Leave an anonymous unfavorable review online or contact the clinic management. Relative gaslighting. Begnar believes relatives often gaslight each other. This is especially true for older or confused relatives. If you're gay, your relative may tell you you're mentally ill or going through a phase. Respond with I am proud of my sexuality and it is part of who I am. If you feel safe, expressing your thoughts and creating boundaries with a gaslighter can empower you. Say, if you keep questioning my experience, I'll finish the conversation and walk away. If your relative keeps disputing your experience, tell them you won't talk about it. Begnar proposes setting a harder boundary, such as never talking about this topic again or ending a harmful relationship. You may need to create boundaries if you live with a gaslighter. Workplace gaslighting. Gaslighting may occur in the workplace because supervisors have more influence than employees. Your employer may invalidate negative input about your work life or question your experience when you ask for help with a difficult coworker. McMahon advises calming yourself and composing yourself before advocating for yourself in the workplace. Respond calmly and confidently. It seems we perceive things differently, and I'd want to work on a solution, McMahon suggests. But if my feelings aren't acknowledged or recognized, I'll have to push this matter further up. Begnar advises documenting workplace gaslighting. When your manager invalidates you, email yourself. If you complain to a higher up, you'll have proof of the trend. Friend gaslighting. Friendships can also be gaslighted. If you're having trouble with your relationship, your friend may think you're overly sensitive. How to respond. McMahon advises calling out gaslighting if you want to stay friends. Say, when I express myself, you label me sensitive. I'd like you to listen and respect my experience, even if we disagree. Hopefully, the gaslighter will learn empathy and respect your experience, even if they disagree. Begnar warns that reluctance may indicate a relationship rethink. How to regain self-confidence after gaslighting. After being gaslit, regain your confidence to trust yourself, your emotions, and your experiences. You have several options. Supportive relationships. Note who supports and validates you. Next, process your emotions and seek support. Begnar recommends therapy groups for long-term gaslighting and abuse victims. A therapist can refer you to one. That way, you gain the consensus of the group on your experience, which can help you trust yourself, he explains. Seek therapy. Seeking expert help can also boost self-confidence. McMahon believes a therapist may help you process your experiences, acknowledge your feelings, and encourage self-trust practices. Affirmations. Gaslit people may suffer self-doubt. McMahon suggests using positive affirmations to speak back to negative thoughts and retrain your mind to see reality more confidently. Say, I don't deserve to be ignored. Keep a notebook or say this affirmation in the mirror to boost your self-confidence. Eventually, you can conquer self-doubt. Self-care. If you judge or distrust yourself again, be kind to yourself. It's okay to feel insecure after being gaslit. Remind yourself that someone distorted your reality and that you may learn to be more confident in yourself and your loved ones.